Hello there, internet friends! It's Too Old for Gaming again, and I'm here on Gora Kalwaria, and I'm playing as first Lovas, so I have traditionally not had a lot of success as the Hungarians, specifically with this division. It's just kind of tough with how slow they come in. They don't have a lot of big tank killers, so we'll see how it goes here. What I'd like to do, if I can make it happen, is take this flag or this flag. So I'm going to get set up in the town for defending the bridge and the crossroads here and this little village to our left. I have Lovas troops, 75 mils, a leader, a Panzerschreck, and then some 50 mil mortars. I also have these 75 mil guns that are, I think, kind of dated. And right away, I've got the French coming in on my position. I have to eject some of my stuff out early, as we're dealing with some recon cars and some M5 Stewards, which could be deadly towards my infantry. These guys do have magnetic mines. I have Toldi 2s and Toldi 1 moving forward here, and a Tehran 1. Try to back up my position, coming in a little late, but we've got guys over here who can see us out here, and there's a ZES-2 firing. We've got a second player shooting at us who's trying to support this other player. We're all out here on our own, so it's pretty much going to be that way the entire match. So we'll see how we get this done. My Toldi 2 shooter was killed by the ZES-2, so I'm falling back. And I'm using my 50 mil mortars to hit these sappers. Lovas team's firing away at their with their Solthern 31s, which I think is an MG-15. And my 75 mil is firing at... It's firing at something. The M5 goes down to Panther that's over here on the railroad tracks. So now, trying to push these guys over into position, I do have a 36M, 40 millimeter. It looks like we still have a Stewart left up here and infantry over here. So still using the 50 mils to support that, get these guys to fall back or suppressed. Where I wanted to put the 75 mil was over here. I wanted to get my recon team over here with my 75 mil, and then I could try to be sneaky and take out guys around here. So their initial assault wave, we were able to break it. We did lose quite a bit of equipment doing it, though. I have these Huzaroks who are a big squad, and I think these submachine guns fire further than the other ones. No, they're 100 meters. So 75 stopping. My Tehran 1 gets destroyed by a tank out here trying to come across the bridge, and there's an AT gun. There's an M8 Scott, which I think for any of these light tanks is deadly. And I'm getting mortared from 81s, 82s over onto my 50 mil, so I got to move him around. Moving this Panzerschreck forward. I like to get him up here to kind of cover any trucks or anything coming in. My 75 is in place now. He's spotting guys way out over here. Man, that really seems like a long distance away. And I've got this field gun here, which is pretty cheap. The blast on it's really small, though. Less than 2,500. And he's trying to take out my 75 mils, because he knows that's the deadliest thing I've got, probably. And we did get these sappers and wave teams to fall back. And we're spotting that second player who's helping him. Has some recon troops in the woods firing at us with 7 SVT-40s. But I've moved my Toldi 1 up to provide some fire support here. And then an M8 Scott still shooting at us. So lots of fire coming in on our position. Dual mortars coming in here. Bit of a challenging start to the game. 75 mil spotting somebody out here. Sappers still who are suppressed. So we've got recon here spotting our guys, so I want to move these guys up and try to take them out. He must have fallen both of them back, but there's a 57 mil over here. It takes out my recon tank, so I'm taking my Turon 1 back. I mean, the tanks aren't expensive, but it will add up if you keep losing them. And 25 mils on the side and 50 in the front is just not a lot. And so he knows where my 75s are, so he's just mortaring the heck out of them. Again, we got 3 mortars firing at our position now. So I brought in another field gun because these are cheap. I don't have machine guns in the Phase A because I wanted more of them. And I feel like the Lovas deck, like, you don't get a huge support tab. It gets expensive fast. We've got a Valentine coming in. I think my Lovas can spot him, maybe? It's got to be the Lovas because nobody else can see him. And more mortars coming in on our position here. So I'm trying to move. I think he was firing at the 75mm field gun. I'm trying to move this 40 mil out of the way, but the rounds just start landing directly on him, so he gets nuked. Bringing in another Panzerschreck. And with the recon, there's a lot of stuff over here. We've got a 50 cal we're dealing with now, firing at our Lovas team. Fortunately, they're in a building. I'm going to try to get some mortar fire on them. These are a lot worse than the Russian ones. These only do 540 meters, and we're now dealing with the M4, firing at our Turon, which might as well be a Tiger against our Hungarian equipment here. 75 mils, firing this jumbo, but just not able to penetrate. The AP shells in this are 145. This frontal play is 190, so it's just continuing to bounce. So I get my 50 mils in position here. Fairly quiet right now, other than this guy Roman Russ firing at us, but now we've got Valerian coming in on our position. Still trying to suppress or take out my 75 mils. Manages to destroy my other 75 mil here. Again, these are really the only thing I've got to effectively take out tanks at any sort of range. I do have some Turon 2s, but you got to be in fairly close. So he's seeing somebody here. He saw my 50 mil mortar, which is unfortunate, so that goes down. My recon's still here, though, so I'm able to provide all this information to the team. Kazarok's getting spotted while they're trying to go into a new building. Dual mortars coming in again on our position. And my 40 mil starts taking on the U2. And it's not like I can use any of these tanks to go engage that M4. I've got to ambush him. That's the only way I'm going to kill that guy. And there's another one coming in. And then we have a third player coming at us with an Su-85. So we'll maintain our position. Like I said, Lovas is pretty weak, and I'm not getting any support, so it's going to be tough for us to take that flag. 75 mil. Probably going to go down. He'll fall back, but he's not falling back, so I'm surprised if he doesn't die in 2 seconds. Kozarok team taking fire from left and right. We now have a command M4 over here and a Maxim firing away at our Lovas team, who is protecting the town here. 75 mil manages to get out in time. If he tries to make an infantry assault, we do have an infantry gun to support defending. 75 is spotting this. Not sure how much damage he's going to actually do to this tank. Turon 1 firing as well with their 40 mils. And field gun gets suppressed immediately. But we do manage to take out the Sherman. I think that was probably this Turan 1. And our field gun is killed. We've got some veteran troops moving forward. I'm going to move these guys back because they're so suppressed. Turan 1 taking fire from the Shar. I'm trying to get this Toldi 1 out of the way so he doesn't just die for no reason. And this 40 mil not able to penetrate. We are very close. It does 75 mils of penetration, but it's just not going to do, I think it's a 90 on these. But I get another 75 anti-tank gun in position and begin to panic. My leader is taking lots and lots of fire. He's got either, I can't tell if those are MG-34s firing at me, and some sappers too, so trying to get this guy back into position so we scared the tank off. And I got some Turan 2s moving in now because it's phase B. So these guys have the howitzer, the 75 mil short howitzer, starting to take artillery fire again almost immediately here. Half-track shooting in the air, not at us, which is nice. And I'm moving a Panzerfaust in case he tries to rush forward. And I had fired, as you can see, I was firing my second 50mm mortar at these infantry trying to come in. I personally I would really bring these. I feel like this deck needs the 50mm mortars. They're very, very good at suppressing enemies, and I absolutely would bring them in. 75, almost out of HE ammo, takes a direct hit and is destroyed. The first shot there. But these guys here getting chewed up by dual 50s now. But managing to hold on by hold on to the 2 flags right now. 75 firing at the Su-85. Not even sure why he's trying to, so I manually flee him. And unfortunately, I didn't have him on a return fire, which means he's going to start taking a ton of fire as he starts shooting with his machine gun. Ju-88 coming in with a napalm strike to try to wipe out the town here. Seeing some movement, so that might not have been too bad of a move. I drop in a help beacon because I'm not getting any. And we're facing a lot of guys. So his Otto's taking a lot of fire, decides to retreat, so we should be able to get this flag back on the bridge. And again, I'm bringing in more 75s. Ahuzarok's falling back from up here. We've got 3 tanks, and then it looks like there's an infantry assault with a 4th team here. Try to keep this 40 mil AA gun moving around so that he doesn't get artillery, because as you can tell, we've just been taking a ton of it the whole game. I now have the Schwaleros, Swarzlows, that's how you pronounce it. And these are only 20 points, and I've got 12 of them with one star. Unfortunately, all the mortar fire is just chewing me up here. Trying to get this into this house so I can cut him off if he goes across. 75 almost in position here. We have a sniper team over here taking out the guys who are walking across the open field. And so M2, oh, thank you. M2 takes a shot from the 75, goes down. Guards in close, firing at the 75. Not a good situation for me, so I moved the Lovas team up. And we're getting shelled over here, and over here now, and over here. So just a lot of artillery. Lovas managed to take out the guards, but start taking artillery fire. And to be honest, it's not like I can spend money on a lot of artillery to counter battery. If I do that, I will have no units left to defend the flags. Like, I'm just at a battle of attrition because there's so much equipment coming at me right now. Rock spotting these guys on the open. Should be able to win that battle even though they're double vetted because they've got, oh, that's just a bummer. See, another arty shell falls directly on my AT gun. I brought in 81. I've been hesitant to use it because I feel like if I do, it's just going to get immediately counter-batteried. Jumbo's still here harassing us across the bridge, but we've got this. We're still maintaining both flags. And it looks like he's trying to make an assault here. He's got smoke down. Turan 2 goes down to something in the woods up here. I didn't catch what it was. We've got another 75 coming in. We've got Jaeger sniper teams with their machine guns and sniper rifle. Should make short work of these Red Vedkas. So we've got 3 squads helping me out now from the rest of the team. My Schwalro's in position to put some more fire over there. Having to retreat some of these, you can tell they're all suppressed from just getting lots of fire. There's again another assault coming in. A couple, like, I swear it's been like half the team. So these guys are, I'm falling them back because you get that buff. I've now got a T-34 85 liter, but I managed to kill the driver on the first shot with my 75 mil. Takes a return fire and a casualty. We jam his gun now, so 3 more tanks coming in. There's a lull, seems to be a lull in the artillery. I lose my other 75. Trying to bring in flamethrowers for the town here, and then just another regular infantry. Jaeger team helping out here to get these guys pushed back. So I'm moving my Toldi 2 up into an ambush position in case he comes forward. And my Schwalro's over here still chipping away at these guys. Turan 2 getting spotted right away by this 57, so I've got more I want to bring in, so I'm going to try to kill him off. Another Turan 2 here. I'm moving forward, and they can do 55 on the AP, but 90 on the heat. So again, just getting absolutely hammered by artillery. Fortunately for us, is not pushed forward here. If he does try to come down the road, we've got lots of AAT to deal with him. Another Toldi is destroyed over here. And so I see these guys out in the open, and that's 57 and fall back. So I put the marker right in front of them. I figure they're gonna see he's coming this way now. I brought in 2 more heavy machine guns to support this position, but again, we're getting tons and tons of fire. To be honest, I wish we'd be doing this as a counter battery versus trying to take out tanks. I think they probably could have taken out whatever artillery was back there. So we got a Sturmjäger squad over here firing at these DP guards. And my flame infantry's almost in place. The Turan 2 leader is killed by this T-34. And this whole area's been nuked by artillery, so everyone's head is pushed down. We're at 21-11 though, so Turan 2 still holding down the main road here. Good howitzer rounds on that guards team. We retake that flag. So I still have, you know, a platoon and a half of infantry over here. Schwalro's is almost in position, even though we're taking some big mortar fire. And my Lovas team's almost up there. Bringing in another 50 mil mortar because we can get these guys up close enough to drop them on the buildings over here, and then a couple more Turan 2s. And this guy moved out of this building, so I gotta manually move him back. There's more and more guys coming in on our position. 75, I think, is spotting the half-track here. Get some fire on this guy. Lovas gets spotted in the woods somehow. So I did bring in, so this is probably the best thing I've got. Jagdpanzer 38. I brought him in to try to have some mobile AT because I was just getting shelled like crazy. So we should be able to take out this guy too. And we do with one shot. So I was trying to get him in here so we can cover that road. So the airborne squad's definitely helping out, but we're taking Andrusha fire here. 2.5 minutes to go. Take out another 75, and we've got Pioneers. We're making quick work of my teams up here that have been holding on for a long time. So we did manage to push the French back. We're working on pushing the Russians back. Lovas team gonna get wiped. So I got my 50 mil on this position in the smoke. Another Turan is killed, and he has moved up a 57, which is too bad, because he's probably going to get through the front of that. So in my 50, I brought in over here, got taken out by artillery from over here. But I do have more heavy machine guns, and this Turan 2 is in, I would say, pretty good position because he hasn't been killed. They do have the flag barely right now. And these guys are about to run out of ammo, so we'll push them back off. Trying to get him in. On move orders so he doesn't get taken out by the AT gun. And get him to push off of this objective here. So we've got it back. Appreciate the help from Norwishi. He's taking fire from OB-25. So we've lost this top corner of the town here. I'd like to get that back, but given that it's a 2012, it probably doesn't matter. It's the timer's gonna add way early. Do manage to take out a Yak 9 with our 40 mil. So we've got machine gun teams set up here. Another one here. So we've got 4 heavy machine gun teams. We got mortars in case they come in close. We've lost another Turan too. It's probably an AT gun in here. He's been doing a good job moving things around. I mean, I don't think these players have been bad. They really bombed the heck out of me. Swallows just getting knocked out, but whew, that was pretty intense. 23 minutes, 25 seconds. Take a look at it. And all right, so did okay in terms of kills. I absolutely took tons of casualties holding those flags, but it's just what's going to happen if you're facing that many players. There's no way you can take on that many players pretty much by yourself. So my initial 40 mil took out that armored car, some Lovas teams, Lovas, Jagdpanzer, took out a few. In terms of losses though, 81s. That M4, like I said, it's just tough to take these out with this team, and those 57s can get through anything in my deck. 105s, M4s, Sextons, and Andrushas, and those Pioneers at the end that were coming through the town. So that was fun. It was like white knuckled, trying to hold on. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.